the other day. I just couldn't bother to get up to put the light on, so I was awake and then went back to sleep for a little while before the football's on. And just sitting up in my bed at the moment, having a coffee. So yeah, now another time we'll put the light on and that. Hi to Chartel and everyone else who's been on my last few lives, and hi to anyone who may come on this live now. It's going to be a short one just for the football match of the day's on. Match of the day 2, there's only about 3 or 4 matches on tonight, and then I'll probably do another live tonight after that, or about say another 2 or 3 hours time, if not straight away after the football, but a bit later tonight. So I check my messages, just let all my friends and followers here know I've been on some other social media platforms a bit, and also I might catch up and see who's live and that, watch some other people's streams a little bit as well, so I catch up on any some other people's live streams, and then I'll probably do a live after that. I hope everyone's having a good start to their new year. Hopefully the weather will warm up. It's not likely to for a while yet, because January and February are usually two of the worst months in general, not just in the UK. But saying that, there's a few occasions recently where I haven't actually been that cold, where it's been quite a bit warmer. But then everyone's a number of people got a different can have a worse circulation than others. My circulation's sometimes worse than the average person's, but I would still say I've got the worst circulation. But the things I've got wrong with me do affect my circulation. Put it that way, just getting to the point, so I don't bore everybody with giving you unnecessary facts. And my cat's happy. She's been making a fuss of everyone today, the family. She's been sleeping a lot because a bit more lately when it's been cold. She's been laying on, like cats do. They're more fussy in dogs like that. They like their luxury more. They like their luxuries more. Because often cats they start laying in the most comfortable spot. They will. They lay on on the sofas and everything. I know, although of course dogs still like their creature comforts, but my cat, she even lay on people. She even lay on the clean laundry, even at times. Anything that's soft than that, or she'd snuggle up on the blanket, and so I say I hope everyone's having a good start to the new year. I'm okay. Well, I'm not too bad. Things have been better recently anyway, put it that way. And, some of my issues haven't always been, not all the time, I've just been down to, anyone online, full stop, not just on any particular website, anybody online who's upset me or anything, but even just making peace with somebody is a start, and I've done that with some people, and some people, there's a possibility I could remain friends, even be their friend again, so I haven't ruled anything out, but without harping on that, just to give everybody a little update, just a little bit of an update on that. So, and the other point is, also for the new year, or catch up on some other people's live streams if they go live more, because in some of the channels I'm subscribed to don't go live at all or that often. So, if other people go live more, then I'll certainly watch your lives. And also to channels that I've subscribed back to, anyone's channels I haven't had a chance to even check out yet, then I will sooner or later. I have posted a few links of people's channels to support them on my community wall and my YouTube community wall, and even earlier on this evening, not that long ago, in fact, I put a link of a lady's channel on there who I recently subscribed to. I assume she's from the UK because she speaks with British accent, and also what else was I going to say? Just before I forget what I was going to say. Yeah, and I'll try out StreamYard again soon, the free version, and also I'll try the other feature where you can go live together on YouTube, which is only it's only been around a few weeks now, I think, because I know I've only actually seen it appear on my channel only a matter of days ago. That option where you can go live together with somebody else. So when I know how to work that, I'll try and work that even maybe tonight and have somebody up on my panel for the first time ever. And I haven't checked today's football results, but I know my team won yesterday with very good goals. I was impressed enough. And I know Brighton, of course, had that one goal that was ruled out, VAR. But like a lot of people, I don't rate VAR, and it's often not accurate, and it's only accurate about 60-70% of the time at the most, I think. And not just when it comes to offsides, but so it's the light from the hall there, and or handball or other things, fouls where they disallow the goal. But I've always thought they should get rid of the offside rules. It's stupid anyway, because a defender outruns a striker outruns a defender or any outfield player, the opposition. They get better of that player anyway. And if someone was interfering with play, they would see that anyway. So, in a nutshell, I've always hated the offside rule. And I always think they should have more substitutes in the game. Because it's not a team's fault to have injuries, and, unless they suddenly stopped, unless they allowed footballers not to wear football boots, or they made them where they were less tough, unless they case that they made them a bit softer, the studs on them, then that's the only way you'd have less injuries in football. I can't see, though, as a point that my brother made some time ago, why they can't use trainers. So they'll still be good enough. And then, everyone's got it affects everyone equally, so it's only giving everyone a disadvantage. Unless there's quite a law where it was down to discretion of that player, and then they could say, well, you've either got to have, it's got to be compulsory. Either everyone wears trainers or no one does. Because if one team had football boots on and the other team had trainers on, it could give that team that got the football boots, somewhat an advantage. At least when it comes to scoring certain types of goals, because the power apparently on trainers, when someone kicks a ball, it's not as fast or even always as accurate. But if somebody chose to say, well, I'll take that chance, well, if my team, I let my team wear trainers, then, that should, if that team doesn't mind, then some people would say, well, it should be for that individual, or that individual team to decide if they want to take that chance of having a unfair disadvantage against them. But if everyone wore trainers, I can't see it be a problem. But that's something that discussion for another time. Basically, because I haven't got very long on this live, but yeah, there's a number of things that there's a number of rules around that not just when it comes to sport, but there's a lot of rules around that are stupid or that certainly need to be looked at again. And basically, in a nutshell, VAR is certainly one of those. And years ago, also another bullet point is that decades ago, referees were often making less stupid decisions. Some of them were strict, but they weren't strict in a way where, you know, there was a lot more argy-bargy. Players could be a lot more physical, get up close with each other. And, of course, the footballs were a lot heavier. They're made out of, like, solid leather. And, you know, players could get, you know, or, you know, knocked in the stomach. They could get, you know, they could be quite, they could hurt the players somewhat. You know, they were quite very tough. You know, what people said, you know, they're made out of, like, solid leather. And but, you know, and even the strictest referees, for things that are just clumsy these days, they wouldn't give people a yellow card even often half as much, never mind sending them off. And even if maybe they were too lenient, only in the sense of maybe that could be argued by some people. I'm not saying they were too lenient then. You know, this is, you know, things that were around before my time, and just the time that I was born, because I'm only 41 years of age. But, you know, as I say, even in the 80s, you know, there was still basically a lot more liberal, and even the Premiership itself was. Then the laws of each country, every country on the planet has got stricter since then. But when it comes to like World Cups or European Championships or Asian international championships, or even with the club tournaments anywhere, in any continent in the world, then you know, I think all the laws are all made by the well-governing body for football. As far as I know, I think every country, you know, that enters in a yeah, when it's basically certain tournaments like a World Cup or the Euros or anything like that, yeah, where the international teams are competing with each other, then you know, it goes by FIFA's, which is just the world, you know, just goes by their laws, I think.
Oh yeah, about
but a number of countries have chose to, you know, really spoil the game, which it has done, because they're contradictory number of referees. They're not very rational. They're too lenient with people even these days. They go the other way, but they virtually allow everything to go on, and or they go the other way and penalise somebody for not even being that careless even. Okay, I know someone knows they get a yellow card, and it's not even for something deliberate, by accident, whether it's accident or deliberate, a yellow card even. You know, when you're on a yellow card, you've got to tread carefully. But often when a player even gets a straight red card, it often be unjustified even. And at the end of the day, it's still an accident, I think there's some cases